Okay, welcome back to our Arctic Winter Hardcore journey here. So, since the last episode there, I've spent some time going around kind of expanding our concrete base here. We expanded out the front here, both sides. We have a nice little parking space for our vehicles. Shame there that the camera clips through that wall. But anyway, we had kind of a mess out here at the back, so I fixed that. Moved our little solar panel out here to catch the morning sun. And instead of 3 pylons, we now have 1 pylon. So with these pylons you can connect as many cables as you want to them, but the lights themselves, you only have 1 direct connection and 1 off connection. So it's clipping through the wall there quite badly, but it does look quite a lot better than what it did before. And all our lights are back working inside and outside. So all our vehicles are parked up there nicely and out on this side. So what I want to start off with today is building our dump deck here. So I kind of want it in line with our original hopper. We're going to keep the original hopper and run some conveyors from this dump deck and just drop our pay dirt and whatever else we can find out here straight into this. So with the dump deck we obviously need a hopper underneath the ground here. So if we go in here to our store, have a look at the hopper itself. We're going to get the biggest one available to us, the dual output. I've not actually seen this before, so let's go ahead and have a look at it there. Back to third person. The arrow is running this way. Let's just drop it down there for the time being to see how it looks. Yeah. So yes, here's our 2 outputs, I should say, the conveyors. You're gonna need a power input here. Let's just see if we can see where that goes. I guess it will go here. You can see the 4 grooves. Over on this side. Yes, we have the notches here for our conveyor system. So let's go ahead and buy power input. Just to make sure, we may as well go for the best one available to us. I don't plan on digging this back up at any point. Yeah, so that will fit in there nicely. And it is not directly in line there with our other hopper. Would need to come back 1 more grid, but that is fine. No problem, we can make it work. What we're going to do now is run our power line over here. Actually place it on the concrete there, make use of that. Need a cable. Hopefully this will reach. Slightly too far there. Yeah. Here perhaps. Yeah, beautiful. Ooh. Okay, I'm not sure why that happened. Are we overloading our grid perhaps? Do we need to upgrade that turbine already? No, we have plenty of juice there available. Should we try one more time, I guess? Actually, maybe the problem is... Okay, so these are only 600 kilowatt pylons, that is the problem. Need to go in here and get... 1400 watts should do. Let's grab 2 of those. Kind of a cool little graphic there that he had. I was not expecting it. That's nice there now. So yeah, I guess the net is not completely in line either. I guess because I use snap build instead of grid, we are slightly off there. But that's okay. Okay, let's take this apart now. So obviously we need to dig down, but instead of digging, I think what I'm going to do here is go into our equipment. We have some explosives and the drainite here. If you read it, it says it deletes material, which is what we want. So let's go ahead and guess 20 perhaps is enough. Let's go ahead here and start blasting ourselves a little hole. And stand back. Gonna take quite a bit more drainite than I was expecting, so let's go back in, grab more of those perhaps. Blasting until we have what we want here. I have to do some digging by hand here just to get everything in and fit in correctly. That's okay. Let's go back to our hopper and will she fit? Will indeed. Okay. So let's... One trick we can do actually is if we come into the store here and get ourselves some concrete blocks. So how much are they? They're all quite expensive. 2400, so let's just go with the first one here. Just grab 30 of those for now. We're gonna need those. Let's so if we snap it onto the side here, bring it all the way over, should be able to keep a straight line with this original hopper. Okay, wonderful. We can get out of our hole here. Now, can we snap? Okay. So okay, let's do a little bit more blasting. Back to our concrete. A little base there for our hopper. That will do. Let's check. Okay, so it needs to come over just one more grid. Or actually, what we can do is move some of those concrete floors. Yep, almost stuck, but not quite. Let's make sure we have room here for our power input, and we do. Wonderful. Okay, I'll grab all the rest of those concrete blocks in a moment. So let's leave the rest of those under there just as a little base and dig out this side for our conveyor there. It has some room to move. At level 14. Okay. So actually we do need it to go down one more grade. That is unfortunate, but we can make it happen. Get that under there. We can one beside it, just make it slightly easier. Back up my power input there, my hopper of course. Let's see if that hopper will drop onto this block for us. Will it snap? No, I guess I need to do a little bit more blasting. Let's grab 20 more of these. 120. Ready, that's a couple more concrete blocks down here. Give it a better chance to snap onto that. Okay, do appear to be stuck. That's no problem. If we press M here, we can rescue ourselves. Yeah, wonderful. Now, let's get this hopper placed. Okay. We need our power input here. Gonna go in there nicely. So we need I'm gonna need to be rescued again. I should have jumped in there. Back over to our power pylon. Let's just run it. Now I guess the problem is going to be here if we want to run a dump truck, we're going to hit the power line. So I think I'm going to have to jump back in our hole here. Get a different pylon. So we go back down here. Put a little bit of concrete support in under this floor here. Now, so we want to go into our store and get ourselves a different pylon. We were using the 1400. Let's go ahead. Like I say, we're not going to dig this up again, so let's just go ahead there and get the best one available to us. We're not digging through our nice floor there. Future. We need a power cable. We can snap that. There it is. Snap that onto there nicely. We need one more cable. Snap this to this. It's clipping straight through there. Okay, let's get our concrete blocks out again here. Actually, we're going to have to do a little bit of digging, but we have granite still. Let's go ahead and blast that. Our concrete block. We need another pylon and another cable. Let's just grab a bunch of those while we're here. That's the 5400. Go ahead and put that on there. And remove our cables here. Up to here. Okay. So at least now it is not clipping through the hopper. It's still not amazing, but good enough. Okay, let's rescue ourselves out of this hole one more time. Wonderful. Okay. So this clipping through here, but of course we drilled the hole for this. So if we come back into our store here, we're going to need some dump decks. Let's go ahead and guess 15 maybe will do. Not sure if that arrow means anything in terms of placing these. Okay, so okay. But to make sure that we are hitting this dump deck each time, we don't want to be dumping dirt down here. Let's put some floors there to cover this. Not exactly where our hopper is. Let's go ahead and turn that hopper on to make sure it is working. It is not working. I'm not sure why that is not working. Are we all connected here with our cables? We are connected with our cables. Does not want to turn on. Okay. So maybe it needs one turbine. I don't think so though. That would not make sense. There should be enough juice in that turbine over there. Actually. Ah, okay. So the unit load here is actually going to put us over our 1200 turbine. Need to go ahead and upgrade that. Ah, come on. You can do it, I believe. Wonderful. So we have 860k. Let's go ahead and have a look here in our turbine, or our store I should say. So the 1800 watt there, that should give us plenty of juice. Yeah, so let's go ahead and replace our existing turbine with this one. Yes, we can wrap it into the exact same place. I need a power cable here. Or pylon. Go ahead and switch it on. Hopefully now our big hopper over there will work. Sure it will. Turn that one on. Head and turn this one on. 1400. Okay. So the unit load there is 1402. So all these pylons that I placed earlier are rated for, I believe, 1400. We're just 2 kilowatts over. Okay, and you can see the very first one over there has blown. Let me go ahead and go into the store here. I guess we're just going to guess the best pylons available to us. If I could spell anything correctly, it would help. The best one available there is the 5400. Let's go ahead and grab 7 of those. I'll bring you back there once I've replaced the system. Okay, so I have replaced all these pylons and cables here with the maximum pylon we can have at the moment. And these pylons can support maybe 3 times the energy that this wind turbine has. Let's go ahead. And this is turned on already, beautiful. Let's get our hoppers turned on there and make sure that everything is good. Turn this one on. This does not want to turn on. Okay, so we're missing a cable there somehow. Yeah, when I removed the pylon there, it got the cable as well. We can turn this on now. So that turbine is 1800 kilowatts. We're running 718 there. Let's add our big hopper to this now. Yeah, so we're running at 1400. Hopefully this conveyor system will not need much more. Eventually we're going to have to upgrade those pylons, or sorry, that turbine to perhaps coal energy, if we can find some coal, that is. And I am not quite happy that we are dumping straight down onto this. Yeah, I do believe we're gonna have to use a couple more dump decks there because we're not on top of that. And yeah, I should have used grid build for a lot of this so we wouldn't have these problems, but that is my error for sure. Okay, so let me go ahead here and get the rest of this concrete floor built out here so we don't have a giant hole in front of us. Okay, so let's get our conveyor system built from this hopper over to our existing one there. But it's not lined up, so we're going to probably have to deal with a little bit of a hole here on either side, unfortunately. But maybe we can do something about that. We'll try at least. So what I want to do is come over here to our conveyors, perhaps use the elevators. Not sure if we can stack these elevators on top of each other, but let's get 2 in there first of all. Yeah. Use this corner to jump out here. Can we put another elevator on top? I guess I should have tested that before placing this one. Right. We can. Is that high enough? Yeah, I guess that is high enough. Our pylon is in the way here, unfortunately, so I'll have to move those yet again. Anyway, that's fine, no problem. Let's go ahead here and get 2 more elevators. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, let's just get you out of the way. There should be fine. There are cables. That will do. I turned it on while I was back down there. Let's do that now. So how much? Okay, so we only have 230 kilowatts to play with. I don't think this wind turbine over here is going to be enough. However, what we can actually do is go ahead and grab our old turbine there and see if we can connect 2 of those turbines to the same grid. Should have no problem, the pylons have plenty of juice in them. We have a little storage unit back here. So, can we place this not too close, but here perhaps? dangerously close there, but not worry. Connect you to here, we can. Turn you on. So 1200, so we should have 2700. Excuse me, we should have 3000 kilowatts now in the system. Let's go over and check. Unit load, unit load. Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and assume that we've 2700 there. We'll see that first pylon blowing, if not. But now we want some conveyors. Maybe we should use one more elevator. One more elevator perhaps. And hopefully that is lined up. Or maybe not an elevator, maybe slightly angled up piece. Let's go back to our conveyors. We want the up. Okay, let's try 2 of those there. Good pieces. Have 4 of those. Go ahead and get this loader out of the way. Okay. Tractor pieces then, perhaps 6-meter one. Let's grab 2 of those, and we need a down piece or a chute. The chute. There it is. Okay, wonderful. So it's kind of hanging in there on its own. Let's get some support under that. Well, let's snap. Too far. Back in there. Okay, so let's snap here for that piece. And we need to take out those 2 top pieces. First person maybe. Wasn't easy, but we got there. So now we need our 2 6-meter pieces. Where's that S-meter piece? There it is. Yeah, wonderful. Not ideal, of course, but it's yeah. Yeah, let's use up the rest of these concrete blocks, get some more support underneath there. Okay, wonderful. That's well supported there now, I would say. Going nowhere, nice and steady. So, may as well put a little lighting system around this support, why not? We have them there in the inventory. One here. One here. Let's do one there. Get our cables out. Pylon is nice and close. loop up and get those turned on. Okay, wonderful. Maybe let's put one on the inside here so we can see the dirt flowing into our hopper there. Okay, nice. Hopefully all our machinery will be able to get underneath this bridge here. Yeah, even with the bucket up, no problem. Okay. So all of the dumping will be done in through this deck here in the future, the vast majority of it at least. Do we have any more dump decks? We have a couple there. Let's see if we can clean this up a little bit. Yeah, it's clipping slightly, but perhaps we have an angle grinder and we can cut some notches in that there, who knows? Yeah, that's pretty decent now. I'm quite happy with that. Yeah, I'm happy. I do enjoy the building aspect of this game. There is a download pack with some decorations. Perhaps I'll have to invest into that. But overall, it's looking pretty good. The only thing now to really do is get stuck into this hill and start making some money. Although the balance is still quite healthy there, even after all this investment. Yeah, so I think I'm going to leave this one there. And the next episode, I think we will be doing nothing except digging, to be honest with you. Perhaps looking at laying out a road here over to our little general store in the distance there. So cheers for watching. I do appreciate that. All the best.